Usually when I make videos, I feel like talking about something that I think is actually worth my time. And I'll be honest with you, this particular case is actually worth my time to a certain extent. Because it is a case. It is a case of absolute narcissistic, egotistical, maniacal, fucking, musketness put into one. That's what it is. That's what it really is. Bradley Martyn has to be the absolutely biggest egomaniac I've ever seen. And I actually mean that in every definition of the word. He's literally the biggest fucking egomaniac ever I've ever seen, ever. Everybody knows that Bradley Martyn has had a couple of fights in his life, maybe like three or four, whatever you want to consider those fights to be. Bradley Martyn would beat the shit out of somebody that's maybe 136, 133, has no experience, and is just going into it. He would beat the shit out of him. That's just fair to say. I mean, would this person even manage to hurt him like that? Probably not, especially since this person probably has no technique. Somebody who's 145, 143, almost the same thing applies to them, besides, if they have some skill. If they have some skill, that's it. They're out. The thing is, though, is I'm 147. If I step into the ring with Bradley Martyn, he's not coming out alive. I'm going to kill that guy. And I say that with the fullest confidence because Bradley Martyn might be 6'4", 260 pounds, but he's never been punched in the face. He's never been in a single fight in his life. He hasn't been boxing for 11 years straight like I have. He hasn't done any martial arts. I did karate. I trained jiu-jitsu. I do all of these stuff. And I'll tell you right now, man, if Bradley Martyn stepped into the boxing ring with me, he's not coming out alive. I don't give a fuck if he's 230 pounds, 280 pounds, maybe 400 pounds will make a difference if he actually had some muscle on him. But at 240, even if he had a lot of muscle on him, which he does, obviously, he's not going to go in there and out-muscle me in a boxing ring where you can't push people, you can't, do stuff like that. And even if we did wrestle, I'd just go to his back so fucking easily. You get that rare naked choke in, and it's over. It's over. He's already been choked out by that moment. Now, does this apply to everybody? Absolutely fucking not. Especially to somebody like Sneeko, who is a very fucking shit fighter. I like Sneeko, I do. But he is fucking horrible at boxing. Shit. I can't imagine how shit he is at kicking. So I'm going to mention many times that he's a shit fighter, though. Because Bradley Martyn has this persona that he believes, essentially, where he essentially believes that he could beat every single professional fighter in the world by doing this. Yeah, that's not happening. Absolutely fucking not. You probably couldn't even do that to somebody that's 160 or 170. You think you're going to do that to somebody that's 160, 170, 140, 150? I don't give a fuck. But also has skills? You are actually a goof, Bradley Martyn. I know a lot of people are genuinely scared of Bradley Martyn, right? He has this intimidating stature. He's 6'4", oh, bronze motherfucker. I get that. I understand that. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. I can understand how he could be intimidating on a stature base. But he's not an intimidating fighter. The moment you see this motherfucker fight, he's like, I'm not even joking. It's so shit. It's so bad. So Bradley Martyn is somebody that has no martial arts experience. I have many years of martial arts experience. And I'm saying I would get my ass wiped by these people. You're saying that you would beat people like Nate Diaz and beat people like David Haney because of your fucking size. And it's not like you're a bear. You're not 2,000 or 800 pounds of pure muscle. You are 6'4", 240, 260 pounds. That is an amazing amount of size that's going to pose a significant difference in a fight between somebody that is very skilled and somebody that's not very skilled but very tall and very big. In fact, when I wrestle, in particular my younger brother, when I wrestle him, he's particularly bigger than me. He's like maybe at the time he was about 200 pounds. 210 pounds, 220 pounds, maybe 230. When I went against him, the only thing he was able to do to me was push me a bit. He was never able to get me to the ground. He was never able to even get me close to the ground. And I was able to lift him up by his arm, put him on my back, and do the whole Kamajahi shit and drop him down. It's easy as fuck. I've been wrestling my entire life. And I think I would be able to do it to somebody that's the same size as Bradley Martyn too. Probably not fairly easily, but I would definitely do it through the distance of a fight. And so if we're thinking about internal fighting, like an actual fight in which you cannot, where there is no rules and you are fighting, Bradley Martyn would get rocked by David Haney. David Haney's not going to get grabbed. It's just not going to happen. Nate Diaz, if he does get grabbed, that's going to be bad for Bradley Martyn. So I think Bradley Martyn would just have to rely on his jab. And that shit's weak. He hits like this. Now, the next thing I got to talk about. Now, I actually really wanted to mention this because this is extremely fucking disrespectful and it irritates me. Sneeko, brother, don't ever let a man punch you like that. The moment you let a man punch you like that, you actually are a fucking cuck. That's just a genuine truth. If people don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you guys the clip as B-roll right now. Sneeko is fighting Bradley Martyn in this clip. Although Sneeko was obviously not trying the most, he is fighting Bradley Martyn. Sparring him, you could say. But Bradley Martyn is going Super Saiyan 10,000 God mode Goku in this bitch. When Sneeko is just like fading his jabs a lot and hitting him with absolutely no power. It's just fucking crazy how you can go into a fight against Bradley Martyn and not take advantage of the fact that he's going to be extremely unexplosive, extremely fucking dogmatic because of the fact that he's such a fucking ego, so he's just going to run towards you and yeah, I mean, like, come on, bro. Sleep. Sleep at that point. Sleep. Go to sleep. And there were so much actually opportunities in which I have seen that. Like, Bradley Martyn leaves his fucking face so open when he throws, and it's so casual to line a punch on him. And the majority of people would do it. It's just that Sneeko is actually kind of shit at boxing. And you know, he's not the worst boxer in the world. Of course, there's people that are genuinely worse than him. But come on. How the fuck do you lose to Bradley Martyn in a boxing match? That's what irritates me so much. That people don't train martial arts anymore. That people don't bother to learn anything about any kind of martial arts anymore. And they just fucking sit there. And that's all they do. And they don't know how to defend themselves. But when somebody runs up on you, and let's just say they don't have a knife or a gun, and they want to spar with you because they're with their homies, what the fuck are you going to do? You're going to run? Okay, you could run, sure. But most likely all those guys, I mean, come on. One of them are probably going to catch up to you. And then once you are caught, how the fuck, what are you going to do? They grapple with you, wrestle with you? What are you going to do? You're going to nip at their nipples? Nah, that's not going to end good for you. Come on. Let's genuinely be honest. People like Sneeko would get fucking demolished in the street. And that's a genuine truth. And I like Sneeko. But this is why I think Sneeko should take up martial arts, or at least learn more about boxing, because he seems like he's learning at a very slow pace. When I learned, I swear to God, I boxed better than this guy when I was 4 years old. I was hitting a punching bag 24/7. That's all I did, all the way into the night. Punch it back. Learn all the techniques about boxing you could possibly know. I punched better than this guy at 4 years, and I am not joking when I say that. But I hate shit talking people. I genuinely do. Because the thing too is that I also actually really like Sneeko. I really do, and I don't want to shit talk him. I'm not really shit talking him. I actually feel bad for him. That's what I'm kind of like, not really insulting him in any kind of way, but I'm more or less just kind of pissed. Like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Sneeko? What were you doing, bro? You can't let somebody beat you up like that, and you can't let somebody knock you down that easily too. Because if this was a street fight, yeah, Bradley Martyn would have murdered Sneeko by that point. I mean, he would have just went down to the ground and hammered him in, and Sneeko wouldn't have been able to do nothing. And I feel bad because this is just not how you should represent yourself ever. It's not, especially not against somebody like Bradley Martyn, who is a very shit fighter. He's not decent. He's not mediocre. He's actually shit. He's a good bodybuilder. He destroyed me in bodybuilding competition. Destroyed the majority of people in this world of bodybuilding competition. But what the fuck is those hands? That's way too fucking hilarious, bro.